for 14 years. I'm an author, and one of my key passions is helping women get their mojo back. I run a popular online program called Emma's Community Clans. I'm a certified health nut, and I am mum to Sophia, who is 3.5 years old.
Hi, I'm Lauren McDonald. I've been working in the health and fitness industry for over 10 years, 8 of which as a personal trainer, specialising in weight loss. I am a mum to one gorgeous girl named Charlie, with another bubba on the way. I am a clinical nutritionist and am currently studying my Bachelor in Health Science Naturopathy.
So why Studio U? Well, because we are passionate about empowering women to take control of their health. Studio U allows us to share our clinical knowledge as well as evidence-based information in a really user-friendly format.
Studio U's mission is to offer a short, sweet fix of knowledge for the woman who takes a healthy interest in her well-being, inside and out.
So each month, we will bring you a different topic, and we'll do that in 4 separate parts. Now, week 1 is explanation week. Now, you're going to feel like an expert after this one-on-one session. We're going to give you the ins and the outs, the understandings that you need to have around the topic that we'll be talking about.
So week 2, we'll be talking about the signs and symptoms. This way you can see if that topic affects you personally.
And then week 3, which is our most popular week, is treatment week. Our clinical pearls distilled just for you.
Week 4 is summary week. We will give you a specific action plan to implement all the information we have shared with you along the way. Welcome to episode 4 on fertility, week 1. Did you know that 1 in 6 couples in Australia and New Zealand suffer from infertility? The cause of infertility is shared equally amongst men and women.
And 12 to 15% of all known pregnancies actually do end in miscarriage. And 50% of all fertilized eggs actually lost before a woman's missed period. These are known as chemical pregnancies, and they often go undetected.
Sperm can live for up to 5 days, and a female egg is only viable for 12 to 24 hours. So you can get pregnant anytime from about 5 days prior to ovulation to 2 days after ovulation.
Now, like any of our topics, fertility is massive, and there's so many avenues we can focus on and we can talk about. In this episode, we're going to define infertility and go through the step-by-step process of fertilization.
In week 2, we will discuss the many causes of infertility and focus on what we consider the big 5.
In week 3, we will talk about all the necessary changes in diet and lifestyle that do need to happen prior to conception in order to best set yourself up to have a healthy bubba.
And then in week 4, we will review what we have spoken about and give you a specific action plan that you can implement straight away.
So Loz, what is actually infertility?
Great question, Em. Look, there's a couple of classifications of infertility. Primary infertility is defined as the inability to conceive after 12 months of sexual intercourse with the same partner, or the inability to carry a pregnancy to term.
And then we've got secondary infertility. Now, what this means is that it's defined as the inability to become pregnant or to carry a pregnancy to term after a year or more of trying, following the birth of one baby already. So the birth of the first child needs to not have any kind of IVF or assisted reproduction involved.
So now we're going to talk to you about the process of fertilization from ejaculation to implantation. During intercourse, the male ejaculates and the sperm swim towards the woman's cervical fluid. Once surrounded by the fluid, they enter the uterus through the cervix. The uterus contracts, which helps the sperm enter the fallopian tubes to reach the egg, which has been released during ovulation. And on average, there is about 180 million sperm released. By the time they reach the egg, however, there's only a couple of hundred left. From here, one lucky boy or girl, as it's the man that decides, will penetrate the shell surrounding the egg, which is known as the zona pellucida.
So once this occurs, the zona pellucida becomes a protective barrier, stopping any more sperm from penetrating the egg. Now, the head of the successful sperm then releases its contents inside the egg. Thus, the egg is now fertilized. And now, the fertilized egg rests in a particular spot in the fallopian tube, and it's getting ready for development, and it allows the uterus to also prepare for implantation.
The egg then makes a rapid descent towards the uterus. While this process is occurring, a series of events set the stage for cell division. Currently, the egg is a single cell embryo called a zygote. Over the course of the following week, the embryo undergoes multiple cell divisions until it forms what's called a blastocyst. This is when over 100 cells have now been formed.
Now, once the embryo is a blastocyst, it hatches out of the zona pellucida and begins the process of implantation into the uterus wall. This is between day 20 and 24 of your cycle.
So as you can see, there are many steps in that very initial phase of reproduction, allowing for many challenges that may occur in your cycle. So knowing that you only have really maximum 1 day to fall pregnant each month, there are many parts of our body that need to be in balance and areas of our life that need to be in check to make sure this process runs as smoothly as possible.
These are things like our hormones, our reproductive organ health, our gut health, stress levels, our sleep hygiene, diet, and the list goes on. Infertility rates in Australia and around the world are increasing each year, and with this comes a rise in the use of assisted reproductive technology.
Here at Studio U, we aim to give you, by the end of these 4 weeks, the knowledge to help you firstly understand your body and the times at which you are most fertile, and also the insights into why or why not you're possibly having some reproductive challenges. And hopefully we can give you the tools that you can implement immediately to help steer you on the path to a happy reproductive health.
So that's it for week 1. Jump over to our Facebook page, like our graphic on fertility, comment 1 key learning from today, and stay tuned for week 2, signs and symptoms.
Just on that, I just want to say really quickly, this episode is a really large episode, so you can just see from what we've spoken about in week 1, the importance of what we're going to speak about. And please don't be afraid to ask any questions either on our Facebook page or email us privately through our Studio U website with any questions that you're going to have over the next 3 weeks, because there are going to be a few, I'm sure, yeah? All right, great. We'll see you on week 2.